Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Fox 11 WLUK YouTube page, our one-on-one series. Former Packers fullback John Kuhn. John, it's not really a demon that the 49ers are. It is in the playoffs, but they'd won actually 2 straight regular season games against them. But do you feel like the Packers entered that game with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're talking about a team in the 49ers. They played 7 times in the last 6 years. And they're not in your division, so you know you're sick and tired of playing this team already. Plus, this team has represented the NFC not once but twice in the Super Bowl, have beaten you 3 times in the playoffs. This is a team that the Packers are tired of playing, they're tired of losing to, and even though they are now 3-4 against them in those 7 games, man, the 49ers have won the ones that meant the most. They want to beat them, they want to knock them out, they want to keep them out of the playoffs, and that's what they're hoping this game did.
Yeah, and it was their biggest margin of victory this season. Probably, would you say it was their most complete game of the year, complimentary-wise?
I would say so. The offense came out the gates, and they were very strong and scored 17 unanswered points. And, you know, they kind of played with their food there a little bit the second and third quarter. But the defense picked itself up there in the second half, started forcing turnovers like they were doing at the beginning of the year. They had some opportunities in the first half, didn't capitalize on them. Second half did. That's when you can blow the top off of that thing. And the Packers, they were on more cylinders than what the 49ers were. Obviously, Ja out, Edgerrin Cooper out, Romeo Doubs went down in this ballgame. 49ers missing a bunch of guys. The Packers should have won that game, and not winning it just by the skin of your teeth says something about this Packers team. They were ready to go in there and handle their business.
Yeah, we talked a lot this season about the free agent signings of Josh Jacobs and Xavier McKinney. I posed this question to you on the show, and you had a great answer. I'll ask it to you now. Which one has meant more to their success this year, Josh Jacobs or Xavier McKinney?
Well, I don't think you can quantify just one of these guys as to who has helped the team more. I mean, Josh Jacobs has filled in every way that we anticipated him to fill in for the running back that was Aaron Jones, and he's done it to the key of more touches and equally as productive. Maybe not the home run shot that Aaron Jones was when he got into the secondary, but man, he just finds a way to get positive yards, a bunch of broken tackles, and he's durable. You want that in your running back because that will open up the play-action pass game. Keep in mind, we missed Jordan Love for 2.5 football games. We leaned on Josh Jacobs a lot in those 2 games to get us through it. Xavier McKinney, though, man, he's playing for Defensive Player of the Year. You cannot say that anybody on this team is more important than what he is this year because of those 7 interceptions and a fumble recovery that he has. This man is playing at a very high level, and he's inspiring others to go chase that football as well.
Yeah, he's playing great. 7 picks, tied for the NFL lead. All right, quick turnaround to the Dolphins. What's the hardest part as a player about the turnaround from Sunday to Thursday?
Well, you like a short week on the fact that you're going to be very light at practices. You're going to do a couple walkthroughs, maybe a jog through. Probably won't go full speed the entire week. The hardest part is getting your body back. Most of your bodies are sore until Wednesday, at least, sometimes even Thursday. So there are going to be some guys, maybe Josh Jacobs after 26 carries, who will wake up on Thursday morning and say, I got to play a football game today. This isn't the way I normally feel on game day. But he'll be ready to play this game because adrenaline carries you through the week of practice, and it carries you through even more in these big-time football games. I expect Josh Jacobs to be fine there. Mental side is difficult, too, because you got to speed up the process. But with that being said, it's definitely more difficult with the physical side of things.
Normally it's kind of like a mini bye because you don't play again until next Sunday, but the Packers actually played the next Thursday. So is there anything to be gained by playing this Thursday but then playing again in a week? Or is it pretty much just the same then as a Saturday or Sunday to Sunday?
Yeah, it'll just be Sunday to Sunday. You know, when you play in the NFL, you don't talk about like days of the week. You talk about what they are in your weekly process. So, I mean, the Packers yesterday, which was Sunday, they were technically on their Wednesday workday, and then tomorrow or today, it's their Thursday, and then next thing you know, Tuesday, which will be the one day they get some serious work in, that's really like a Friday. That's one of your lighter days of the week. So this week gets really topsy-turvy, but then once they get through this football game, it's business as usual.
Dolphins come in having won 3 in a row. Tua Tagovailoa looks a lot better now that he's healthy. They're dangerous on the offense. They're not really great in the cold. What do you expect from this game?
Well, this is what I would expect. A team with a great defense that travels, and that's what the Miami Dolphins have. They have a top 10 defense. And when you have a top 10 defense, when your offense isn't good for the majority of the season, that says something about the players you have on the defensive side, that they can carry that heavy lunch pail and carry it well. And that's what their defense has done. Their defense has kept them alive this season. Now that Tua's back and in rhythm with the other skill players on this team, they're a dangerous offense. Back-to-back games with over 30 points, 3 wins in a row. You pair an offense with this defense, that's when things can start to take off. Yeah, we got them in the cold. I think it's bigger that we got them traveling on a short week than the cold weather. But nonetheless, this is going to be a team that you got to pay attention to because they have weapons on the outside. They have 2 really good running backs, 2 who can get the ball spread around, and a good defense. And like I said, good defense is what you want when weather turns.
You mentioned having to travel. The Packers are usually the ones traveling on Thanksgiving, only their second home game on Thanksgiving since 1923. How exciting. You played in the other one. It was in 2015. What do you expect that atmosphere to be like?
Man, it's going to be crazy. Lambeau Field already is one of the greatest venues to play at. You play it on a night game. It's even more special. You turn those lights on. It's just bright on the field. It starts to darken as you get higher in the stands. And then you throw a holiday on top of that, like Thanksgiving, with the turkey and all the tradition and everything that comes along with that. Man, Lambeau Field's going to be exceptional. I cannot wait for this football game.
What is a player's routine like on a Thanksgiving? Walk me through that.
Well, so this Thanksgiving is going to be a little different. Normally, you go out there to Detroit and you play. You go play, you win, and you come back home and you feast. And you have all the teammates over at somebody's house and you have a grand old time. This one's going to be difficult because it's a night game. So I would anticipate most guys probably just go through a normal day routine. Thursday will be like a Sunday for them. And then if they want to throw a turkey in the deep fryer or in the oven or something like that, they'll probably do that on Black Friday and just celebrate it a day later.
So you don't do it after the game?
When are they're going to do this at 11 o'clock at night?
I guess people don't eat that late in Wisconsin. It's not like we're in New York or California or anything. That is fair. All right, let's ask some Thanksgiving questions. What is your favorite part about Thanksgiving?
I just like the family all being together, to be honest with you. Everybody at one table at one time. The chaos that ensues with all the little kids, that's my favorite part.
If you could build your perfect Thanksgiving plate, what's on it?
Well, you got to have turkey, and then you got to have stuffing, and then you got mashed potatoes, and then you got to have cheesy potatoes, broccoli casserole, throw some corn on top of all of it, and then get a little bit of cranberries. And you got to cook the cranberries. I don't like that sliced gelatin cranberry crap. Give me the actual cranberries that are warmed up on the oven. You throw all of that together, and then give it 1 or 2 swirls. That's the perfect plate.
And then dessert is?
Pecan pie.
John Kuhn knows what his plate is. It took him no time to answer it. Thanks for watching our WLUK Fox 11 YouTube one-on-one series.